Day 70 of the second run of 100 Days Making Comics. I'm Ox, and this is where I tell you how I worked on my independent comic. I never forgot. For at least half hour out of 100 consecutive days. This is my second run at that. The story is about a drifter wanting to accomplish one last goal before he can pass along happily. Along the way, he has to deal with this post-apocalypse, zombie-riddled world. I equate it to being like The Walking Dead, if it was still about intention and purpose, and not only about survival. So, today, I did a lot of work, a lot of unnecessary work, really. A few people have commented on this. I watched Clemens' video earlier about scrapping some work, and it's not to that extent yet. What I come to realize is, so the 25-day prints, 1 through 25, or, is that right? Yeah, 1 through 25, that print is going into issue 3. 26 to 50 is going into issue 4, and I'm doing 51 to 76, or 75, going into issue 5. Well, I got to working on that print and have everything roughed out for ink, and I'm kind of splitting it up where I was doing one centrally focused character on each one of the 25-day print for issue 5 and day 51 to 75. It will be split into 2 different prints. Each will have a different main character on it. And I'm trying to decide what I want to do for the last one, but that'll come to pass when I need it to be. I got so wrapped up in this print that it was starting to... I thought it was supposed to be a focus for issue 4, and then I laid out the page design for issue 4 and realized that should be a more rougher design for issue 5, and just got lost in the pages. So I probably put in a good half hour sketching out designs and getting ready to ink, and realized that doesn't necessarily need to be done yet. So I'm putting a halt to the Sketch 100s thing for now. There's not a defined date for that to be done, so I can put it on the back burner for now. Especially since it's going to be on in the next issue. I don't have to concern myself with it just yet. So along with that, I spent some time working on the story for issue 5. I finally got a new ink cartridge, so I do have issue 4 printed off, ready for color. I'm trying to decide if I want to do time lapses for it again. I've been getting a couple emails saying that people are finding them interesting, and it's helping them figure out how they want to ink. And to that I say, I've pointed them at quite a few other people. For inking videos, for certainly check out Kevin Cross's, Jeff Lafferty, Scott Cirkland does amazing fan arts each week and inks them, looks awesome. And Peter Pagliatti. All great inkers and a lot more experience than I have. I'm working with about 6 months of trial and tribulation, and can't quite call myself a confident inker. So I'll put those guys' links down in the links below. Along with Thomas Clemens. He's about to wrap up his 100 days. I think he's got 20 left to go. Maybe 10? I can't remember if he's the end of 80 or beginning of 80. But he's definitely nearing 100 days. Great guy. Does a lot of digital inking. Does a ton of digital work. And a lot of great insight to starting out artists just getting into the business and things he's picked up along the way. So with all of that done, kind of went to start issue 4 coloring, and without knowing if I wanted time lapse or anything, kind of stopped all on it. I don't want to get into it without starting the time lapse if I know I want to show the time lapse is off. So it's kind of at a standstill right now. I will be doing some thinking about it tonight, and I'll know for sure tonight, but for now it's halted. Been kind of in a weird headspace. It's this kind of, you're at the top of a hill and you don't know if you put on all the gas or take it easy, because you don't know just how steep the slope of the hill is. I know once I get the ball rolling on 4, it's just going to go in a week's worth. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything I have to take care of beforehand, because I know once I get into the coloring process, I'm going to get all of the coloring process out of the way, because that's just the way I operate. So, kind of taking the rest of the day to figure out where I stand on issue 4, what needs to be done. I'll take inventory. I'll work on the page layout design, how I want it to shape up. And after all that's said and done, I'll know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but today is pretty much planning phases. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also signed up for my second con this year. If you're in the Iowa area, there's a Midwest Con. It's going to be taking place in November. I had to write up a bio for myself, threw a couple pictures there. That should be going up within the next couple of days. I'll probably link it on my Facebook. Throw in the link down below as well. But pretty excited. Tables are pretty cheap. Also, I'm going to this con with 2 more books. I was hoping to get 4 done by this con, and it probably will be in the finished stages, but I doubt I'll be able to get them ordered and printed anyway. I'm still kind of debating if I want to do just a very loose copy without the sketch pages and all that stuff, so we'll see. Maybe I'll just do like Kinko copies of what I have done at that point without the sketchbook pages and all that stuff, so we'll see. So that all happened today. Looking forward to this week. Decided that I'm taking a business trip on Thursday as well. One of the creators of Red vs. Blue, Rooster Teeth, the CEO, founder, one of those giant terms, Bernie Burns, is speaking at University of Nebraska on Thursday, and he's speaking about internet content. And the dude is a guru, because he's gone from days of the Flash and bandwidth and having to have enough bandwidth for your page so when people come and visit it, and the whole cycle from personal pages to web content to actually building a forum of their own, and then into this YouTube era where their exposure is exponential. Dude knows his stuff. I'm blown away by everything that Rooster Teeth is accomplishing right now, and I think that's highly due to his business sense. So I'm going to go down. It's part personal, part business. I know I'm going to get a lot of great insight on how to go forward with the webcomic stuff, whatnot. Hopefully I can get to talk to him at least one-on-one for a couple minutes, whatnot. I do want to give him a couple copies of my comic, first 2 issues anyway, just as a kind of heads up. Hey, maybe I could write for your company, stuff like that. So looking forward to that Thursday. So Thursday is going to be a light day. After I figure out everything I'm going to be doing this week, I'll probably set up a schedule, see what I can do, what I can do. I know Friday I'm going to be dragging quite a bit just because I'm going to be driving all day Thursday pretty much. So this week's going to be a good one. I'm pretty excited about it for sure. I hope the weekend's treating you well. Let me know what's going on in your world, what you got going on, and what else would you like to see in these videos. Let me know if you want to see those coloring time lapses or not. So I don't know. We got 30 days to go though, and I'm pretty excited to end the issue 4, have it completed, hopefully in proof form by the end of this 100 days. I'm definitely going to check to see where that 100 days is going to lie. Maybe I will be able to get issue 4 with. That would be incredible. Maybe just a small run of 10 or so. We'll see. I don't know. Everything's crazy. I don't know where the world ends, where reality begins, any of that anymore. Anyway, I hope your weekend's going well. I hope you're enjoying these videos. 30 to go, and the second run of 100 days is done with. All the love and respect from me. I'll check in with you tomorrow. Later.